All right, let's jump right in. We're about to break down a massive shift that's happening in Google search, and more importantly, what it means for you if you're a Canadian business. If you rely on customers finding you online, you need to listen up because the game has totally changed. So let me just ask you this straight up. Is your business invisible to AI? Because right now, there's a new gatekeeper standing between you and your customers. And if you're not optimized for it, you're basically invisible online. And look, this isn't some far-off, futuristic problem. It's happening right now. Over 13% of all Google searches are already triggering an AI overview. You know that summary box that pops up right at the very top of the results? That's it. That is some prime digital real estate, and it is changing everything. So this brings us to our new reality, Google's AI search revolution. The entire digital marketing landscape here in Canada has been completely redrawn. Seriously, the playbook you were using yesterday, it's pretty much already out of date. To give you some perspective on just how big a deal this is, experts are calling it the most significant shift since mobile-first indexing. A lot of you will probably remember that, right? When Google decided that your site had to work perfectly on a phone. Well, this AI shift is on that level, if not even bigger. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. That 13% number is just an average. If you're in a key Canadian sector, think professional services, tech, or finance, that number shoots way up. We're talking as high as 40% in big cities like Toronto and Vancouver. So the key takeaway here is, if you're in one of those fields, this isn't coming, it's already here. Okay, so that leads to the big question. What on earth do we do about it? In this section, we're going to break down what AI optimization actually is. You can think of it as the new rulebook for getting found online. Here's the core idea. AI search optimization means you have to satisfy two audiences at the same time. First, you have Google's AI, which is scanning your content, looking for real context and expertise. And second, you have the actual human customer who finds you because the AI recommended you. You've got to win over the machine to even get a chance to talk to the person. This slide just lays it out perfectly. Traditional SEO, over on the left, was all about keywords and backlinks. But AI optimization, on the right, it's way more sophisticated. It's about semantic understanding, like does the AI actually get what you're an expert in? It's about how deep your content is and the experience you give the user. Just stuffing keywords everywhere? Yeah, that just doesn't fly anymore. Okay, enough with the theory. Let's make this something you can actually use. This next section is all about the 5 pillars you need to build to adapt your business and actually win in this new AI world. And here they are. Number 1, content authority. 2, semantic structure. 3, question-focused content. 4, local context. And 5, your technical foundations. These 5 things are the absolute bedrock of any modern AI search strategy. So let's break them down. First up, content authority. And honestly, this one's a total deal breaker. Google's AI is built to spot superficial, flimsy content from a mile away. It's not enough anymore to just have a web page listing your services. You've got to publish detailed, accurate info that provides real value and shows that you're a trusted expert in your field. Next, let's group the second and third pillars together because they're all about how you structure your content. So semantic structure is about using related terms and synonyms to help the AI understand the full context of your topic. And question-focused content is huge. You need to structure your pages to directly answer the real conversational questions that Canadians are asking. You should even use those questions as your headings. And that brings us to our last 2 pillars. Number 4 is local context. For any Canadian business, showing you understand local market regulations or culture is a massive trust signal to the AI. And pillar 5 is all that technical stuff working behind the scenes. You need things like schema markup to label your content for the AI, a super fast site, and of course, a design that is flawless on mobile. Now, I know this can sound like a lot of work, but here's the good news. For businesses here in Canada, this whole shift is actually a massive opportunity. Because our market is less saturated than, say, the US, anyone who jumps on this early can get a huge head start. And this advantage looks a little different across the country. In Quebec, it is all about bilingual content. In Western Canada, it's about proving your expertise in key sectors like energy or tech. And in Atlantic Canada, it's about highlighting those deep community connections. The bottom line is, AI rewards real local knowledge. And let's just double down on Quebec for a second, because this is huge. The competition for French language AI results is even lower, which creates this incredible opening for businesses that can really nail their service for Francophone customers. This is a clear, actionable path for growth. So you've put in all this work and implemented the pillars. Now what? Well, this isn't a set it and forget it kind of thing. So in our final section, we're going to talk about how you measure success and future-proof your strategy, because this landscape is always changing. First off, your metrics have to change. You need to stop obsessing about being number one. The new goal is to show up in those AI answers. You should be tracking the quality and engagement of the traffic you get. And here's why. Leads that come from AI-driven traffic are often way higher quality because the AI has basically pre-qualified them for you. Success here means getting into a continuous cycle of optimization. You should be doing monthly audits, checking out what your competitors are doing to find gaps, constantly improving your own content, and always being ready to adapt when the algorithms inevitably change again. And if you want to know the one thing that will future-proof all your hard work, this is it. Algorithms will change, new features are going to roll out, but the single most stable element, your best defense against whatever comes next, is investing in genuine, high-quality expert content that will always, always be valuable. So we end right where we started, but with a bit of a twist. For years, the debate in marketing was always, should we write for search engines or should we write for people? Well, that question is now totally obsolete. The new question is your business speaking to humans or to AI? And the only right answer now is both.